Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, victorious nation of our angelic kingdom on earth. Love has won. We are in the final phases of the transformation of consciousness to co-create our new heaven upon the new earth. Let us continue releasing and letting go of all that does not serve Gaia and humanity and integrate the totality of our infinite multidimensional sacred selves at one with Mother, Father, God. The codes of redemption and divination are flowing into the quantum field from the Most High. These creation codes of the new Genesis are upgrading our DNA to our 12-strand crystalline DNA of the new human Homo luminous noosphericus, light bodies of eternal life. In the self-realization of Buddha mind, we come into the gnosis of the wisdom of the ages to fulfill our divine birthrights as sovereign way-showers of the new Jerusalem. Keep going through and through and through until full and total compression breakthrough. In this now, to break free of all karmic time loops and cycles of samsara. All starseed earth angelics continue turning the wheel of Dharma to free all sentient beings from the illusions of Maya. In our exodus, we pass through the eye of the needle of 0 point, and expand into the ends of the multiverse as supernova rainbow beings of God's holy light. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release very powerful New Earth codes. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 16 degrees, 1 minute Virgo. The sun is at 29 degrees, 2 minutes Cancer. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 0 degrees Cancer. A daughter of the American Revolution. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 17 degrees Virgo. A volcanic eruption from astrologyweekly.com. And today from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Mary Long. Many of us are feeling the impact of the changes that are occurring as everything continues to shift. Always know we got this. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Roberto Nunez, 1818, activations and alignments are different energy points of the earth, and its physical body have now been rekindled. Exciting days ahead. And today from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Elisabeth Landvari. Love yourself and embrace all that you are. Acceptance is the key to love. Connect mind, body, and spirit. Stop fighting with life and accept all that is and who you are. Affirmation: I lovingly accept who I am. I decide to see the beauty in my life. My life is part of God's plan. My life is sacred. I surrender all struggle to the infinite light of my mind. I am eternal and free. And today from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Judith Kusel. I am filled with awe and gratitude for this momentous time. Last night before going to sleep, I went through an immensely powerful session with my higher guides. It was a very deep and profound clearing and purification, not only for me, but the collective humankind. It was a releasing of all contracts, all vows, all blockages, shackles, bonds of the base, sacral, and throat chakras, and emotional bodies, not only of this lifetime, but all before. Shackles, bonds, chains, etc. came off and were gathered by the angels, and transmuted by the violet fires, freed. I have never experienced such deep, all-abiding love before, beyond words and description. Afterwards, I just wrote these words in my journal. Innocence, purity, love, trust, respect. The old you, me, dissolving. The birth, a new birth, a return to wholeness. Unity, truth. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Costello. It is done. Mental plane returned to golden alignment. Weak black smoke rings, a signal from an abandoned outpost of Orion, transmitting distorted sound waves into stone, standing stones. Sound wave of confusion, distortion. Golden Mother Dragon ingested the sound wave, returned to gold, and wrapped the outpost in a golden egg. Returned to source by Archangel Michael, who now comes in full gold armor. The stones have been returned to gold. A black spider entity called Jezebel and her children have been removed from the mind of one, returned to source. This entity was used to weave the black web of mental distortion from person to person, returned to source. Pink soft blanket soothes the mind of one now as it all settles. The mind of one returns to harmony, synergy, peace, oneness, unity consciousness. Expect clarity, stones returning to golden alignment. Expect crystal. Next, beloved, sacred crystal heart. When the heart is brought to its crystalline form, it will be our filter of clarity. So whatever comes will pass through it. Golden Mother Light and the mental plane. Eternal call from the resonant chamber of truth. Sacred crystal heart, the golden magnetic Mother Light seeks to create harmonic resonance within the field around the one true sound of creation. This is called for now with clarity. Such a powerful call from deep within the resonant chamber of eternal truth. The sacred crystal heart. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Shay, from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 7/21/23. Part of July's business is to dismantle normal, add some spice, surprises, and confusion, and remove your long-time attachment to, it's just how things are done. What's really meant by that is, I'm comfy with it even if I don't really like it. So July can rattle you emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually, or all at the same time. By the end of the month, you should have a new attitude and appreciation of how little control you have, and how very confining control can actually be. Today can shake things up really well. If you're sensitive, you'll feel an uptick in the flow and an undercurrent of anticipation. The rest of July will continue to help redefine normal and open you to more positive and creative changes. And today from Divine Brother of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. Post-New Moon and Solar Flares Update. Dear friends, we are ending this week with our bodies processing an immense amount of information. These new moon light codes, augmented by the solar flares and geomagnetic activity on the last few days, are being felt by our mental and physical bodies. And even though we have a few days of some sort of energetic oasis this weekend, we may still feel lethargic and trying to find a new ground and more stable inner conditions without our minds and hearts. It takes a minimum of 3 days for our bodies to process new light codes, but it can be longer. The changes we are currently undergoing are removing and awaking old patterns that specifically deal with issues around that lack of personal power. Our inner strength may be whether by giving our power to others consciously or unconsciously, by creating limiting beliefs about our current situations, or simply by having experienced traumatic situations in this lifetime or others that left a strong energetic imprint of scarcity and survival fears. Our solar plexus is being adjusted this week in order to prepare the energetic ground for August and the 8/8 Lion's Gate that will again deal with reclaiming our personal power. As we process this week's light codes, we may experience headaches, vision problems, digestive reflux, and a sense of sleepiness. The 8-8 Lion's Gate awaits for us. Let us use these days to regenerate and gain new insights into our outdated limiting beliefs that may be preventing us from moving forward confidently and happily into a new timeline. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. Much love. We are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Maureen Moss. In and amongst these last months of a compressed ascension push, particularly on the 777, we move now deeper into the month, coming through the Mayan day out of time and into the Galactic New Year on the 26th of July, opening wide the portal to the Lion's Gate on August 8th. Every portal, gateway, and powerful initiatory day leading up to the Lion's Gate this year has created one spectacular array of movement by all in the cosmos, in the multi-dimensions, the star systems, the many realms, the many masters, and from the suns behind suns. Day upon day we have felt the quickening deep in ourselves. On the Galactic New Year we enter not only another quickening through a sacred cycle wherein we orientate and deepen our relationship with ourselves as a divine new human, its new multidimensional operating system and supremely creative nature. This cycle is going to be highly potent in both its activating and disillusion power, its penetration of wisdom and its piercing light. The Galactic New Year harmonizing with the heliacal rising of the star Sirius, referred to often as the higher self of the galaxy, has long been considered sacred and as a most loving force in the evolution of humanity and Earth. This year, in addition, it is reputed to be a tempest of transformation. It is through Sirius, the home of the cosmic Christ, and through which many star beings, ascended priestesses, and masters including Isis, Osiris, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Buddha, Thoth, and more came through to be teachers of the light on earth. On the day of the Galactic New Year, the star Sirius shall activate an even stronger advancement of solar, cosmic, Christ light, not only from Sirius, but from the multidimensional consciousness of many masters throughout our galaxy and from the diamond heart center of Mother, Father, God. This time denotes great change upon us, greater than we have known. The importance is to utilize this opportunity to open our hearts, merge with these energies, and in full faith, pull out all of the remaining restrictive stops that have kept anyone in the frequency control of being less than able to take supreme new steps forward on their soul's new destiny path. Something Yeshua said to me in part on March 7th of this year that is pertinent to all. You are indispensable to the continuing expansion of infinity. Do not give the lesser of anything another thought unless you have a desire for the experience. Remember who you are. Remember your vastness. Remember why you came. With the eternal love to all. From MaureenMoss.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. The old must be realized, released, so that the new can enter. The Divine Feminine and her solar royal throne. She is the one bringing the cosmic flame. I am the Divine Mana. I am the Divine Mother. These days, as we are approaching the reception of the cosmic flame, the deepest of the deepest shadows and karmic imbalances are surfacing in order to be addressed and healed once and for all. Aspects of the self that were difficult to be detected are now pushing via many different ways, signs, synchronicities, and repetitive everyday experiences, because they want to be felt, revealed, and accepted. Self-acceptance, no matter what the story might have been, is necessary in order for the karmic balancing to happen and the lesson to be taken. Everything we experience, hear from others, or meet in our everyday life are coding symbolisms that are helping us wake up from the dream and recognize the scenario. The signs ask for our decoding input. All spiritual messages and divine guidance have been delivered to everyone long ago. During the following hours, days, and weeks, many will remember those messages and connect the dots by just using what will be in front of them. Realizations will be made, and life-altering experiences will overturn any illusionary choices, false self-images, and life expectations and goals. Total redirection towards the true life purpose. This is 0 point, the unmasking of the hidden characters and the revelation of the roles at the end of the theater play. Everything is taking place in divine and life-changing order. This flow of restoration is unstoppable. This is pure perfection at play. It is so perfect that we can rest assured that all will go more than well. Everything will go perfectly. This is the most humbling, empowering, and restorative experience we ever had. A gift from heaven. When divine intelligence and divine providence are taking over. The human intellect is very small to even imagine the deeper meaning, purpose, and magical results that are to unfold after a breakdown and release of the old. We have entered 777 of the masterhood state. This means we are getting ready for a different kind of truth, one that was not accessible before. It is here, and it is only just beginning. Death is only a new beginning, the deepest of love and blessings to all. We can overcome all appearing obstacles. We are the living ones. So it is. Eri ni, Hunama Anatta Kumara. From Divine Sister of the Light Natalia Alba, beloved ones, as a result of the integration phase that we are experiencing, many of us are immersed in a personal phase of transcendence and adaptation. For as we shift from within, everything else begins to change too. This is a time when, due to the inner work achieved and our conscious intention to change, our physical lives may be affected by the constant variations of our frequency and hence desires. The most important task at this time is learning how to realign with who we are and with the new dimensional space that we occupy. Focusing on conscious integration is pivotal, for this is how we foresee what is going to shift in our physical lives. Even though the vast majority is for us to experience when the time comes, for we are not meant to know everything that is meant to happen. When we create from a healed, whole, and cleared space, we can be sure that all the outcomes of our creations will be for our highest good, even though many times they begin to show up in our lives in the form of chaos. During this time, these physical changes will reflect where we are in our journey. If we manifest physical sensations, and depending on what part of our body, it is the way our bodies have to speak to us what needs to be dissolved or cleared. If, on the contrary, is something that is manifested in our physical lives in the form of a profound transformation that involves losing something, our jobs, people, and aspects of our old self, then we need to work on acceptance, embracing, and adapting to this change, knowing and trusting that we are not yet seeing the final outcome, and that in the end, all will serve to our personal growth, even though we are not aware of it yet. Adaptability means trusting in our soul's unique plan, understanding and accepting God's will, and not our egoic's will. It means to leave our human sense of security and familiarity and step into the unknown with arms wide open to embrace what the divine has orchestrated for us. We never know what is good or what is not until we pass from certain situations. This is why, while we are immersed in what we perceive as being chaotic, we need to realign, move into a more grateful and joyful state of being, and see everything from a higher perspective. Focusing only on the good, for there is always a precious seed growing in the midst of the chaos. Integration means the conscious transformation of our being and earthly lives, and this is something that when done appropriately will have its physical results. being patient, persevering, and trusting completely in God's unique plan for us will help us to remain in our higher heart, confident that all will unfold in a perfect way for us and all. As an ascending soul, one of the main things that denotes self-mastery is our ability to retrieve joy, realign, and trust in God's source. For we are now connected to the universal flow and know that all is heading into the right order for us all. We have the strength, wisdom, love, and personal power to rebuild all that is necessary from the ashes of the old, if necessary, for we are creators reinventing ourselves at every moment. We live in a universe of infinite possibilities, all of them within ourselves, and it all depends on how we choose to look at everything that happens to us, to create benevolent results or more fear and chaos. Realign, focus, and build from a space of love for all is heading, always, in the right direction for you, if you decide so too, for all is love, within infinite love from NataliaAlba.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, the great transition of now. We ask you to see the great picture of now, for your role is a light facilitator with many roles. Do you see this? For the path of you is leading the path for many, as you see the truth and freedom as the true aspects of you. Feel into this, dear one. Feel into this now moment and all that you plan to achieve, believe, and see. For the path of this moment is the gateway you are seeking. Seek freedom in every thought. Find the internal pathway of light. As we move toward the Lion's Gate portal, an influx of light. Simply feel into this pathway of light. The rest will unfold. With love way shower, the Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. We are recovering from unhealthy bonds and attachments that siphoned our energy. It is all being replaced with happiness and joy, safety and security. This is the new cycle we are now creating, that will be birthing soon. You're being asked to continue increasing your inner strength and use logic over emotions, as independence from narcissistic control and abuse continues. This is all to heal your heart and open up to 5D New Earth love and divine union. The inner feminine is growing, getting strong and stable. The inner masculine is maturing into setting healthy boundaries that protects the feminine's evolution. Soul recovery on all levels is fully restoring your power into the here and now. This is the fresh new start we have been diligently aligning to. Keep going and growing, receiving these valuable insights that are setting you free. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you. Love, Carolyn. From 144godcode.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Friday, July 21st, the Sun, giver of life in water sign Cancer, is opposing Pluto, ruler of the underworld, in earth sign Capricorn. The Sun and Pluto are doing a dance where the Sun is illuminating the shadows of Pluto, and Pluto is transforming the expression of the Sun. This is about emotional transformation, as the Sun is currently in sensitive Cancer. The planet of death and rebirth is unearthing and transmuting old feelings and ways that we express our emotions, so that we can take back our power and stand strong. Family patterns and past life traumas are also being released. So call in the regenerative power of Pluto and allow the evolution to take place. Later in the day, Eastern Time, Friday, July 21st, we have Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, and colorful Leo, in a positive trine to Chiron, the healer and the shaman, and take charge Aries. Healing to old soul wounds regarding self-identity, self-confidence, and self-expression are in the works. We are able to find the joy, happiness, and the innocence of the inner child and reintegrate pieces of ourselves that have been lost or stolen from times past. All forms of communication, including speaking, teaching, and writing, are favored. Go out, have fun, and express your delight and your light. Blessings of love and light to all from sacredsoulempowerment.com. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar aspects. Sun in Cancer, semi-sextile Venus in Leo. The moon runs into the ongoing Mars-Saturn opposition. It feels like a bad harvest, a lack of motivation, inertia, emotional resistance. Still, Luna's interaction with Jupiter tells us that our time will come. Have faith. The less you resist, the more energy available to deal with the here and now. Meanwhile, the sun's connection to Venus brings a hint of floral delight amidst a Spartan landscape. Here is the flower in the desert, a sign of life and light. Cancer is the first of the water signs, so it speaks of primal emotions, proverbial memories, ancestral connection. The home is a reflection of the spirit. Leo is a fire sign ruled by the sun. Its energy super-focused on the act of creation. As the sun and Venus link hands across the fence between these two signs, it opens a story about creative purpose. A felt sense deep in the gut, something your past self once knew but somehow forgot. Who and what you love is a reminder of who you are and your mission in life. Pay attention to that which tugs at the heartstrings. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 169, Red Cosmic Moon. Cosmic is the name for the number 13, and its keywords are transcend, endure, and presence. The last day of a wave spell is all about contemplating the 13-day journey, which in this case began on Red Earth. 13 is a powerful number with a powerful message. We must endure to transcend, or in other words, progress must be earned the hard way, because it is not given easily. Think about what you have learnt lately, and absorb that information as tomorrow a new journey begins. Presence is another key characteristic of the number 13, and this symbolizes that when we live in the moment, when we are fully present, we can transcend time. Today is the red moon, which represents purification, universal water, and flow. The moon affects the ocean's tides and also our minds. It teaches us the lesson of letting go. Some things are just greater than ourselves, and we need to recognize that and concede. This is not about giving up, but rather trusting that things are going your way. And that's without your meddling or input to throw things off course. The moon offers a chance to purify ourselves, and it's always a good idea to drink plenty of water. Have a sauna or a swim on these days. Connecting with the water element and flowing with its energy is beneficial today. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Cosmic Moon, 13 Maluk, Keen 169, 21st of July 2023, Flowing with the Cosmos. 21/7/2023 = 377 = 314 = 35 = 8. Day codes 21, Crown of the Magi, Victory, Rewards. 3, Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity. 8, Infinite Abundant Source Flow, In-breath and Out-breath. Month Year codes 7, Magic, Mystic, Spiritual, Solitude, Initiation. 14, Media, Publicity, Promotion, Recognition. 5, Freedom, Change, Transformation, Movement, Liberation. 20, The Awakening, Clear Vision. 2, Partner, Twin, Cooperation, Alliances. 23, Royal Star of the Lion, Strength, Protection. Keen 169 = 16 = 7, Mystic, Spiritual, Magic, Initiation. A very feminine, fluid day, to go with Gaia's new flow. The goddess rises in all her cosmic glory. Today is a very powerful magical goddess day, as the moon represents the goddess, as does the 13th cosmic tone of creation. So the goddess code of Keen 169 is doubled today. The goddess is claiming her independence, her sovereignty, and her divine power. a very divinely feminine day. Indeed, the goddess has risen today, and you will sense her pure presence assisting you in transcending the old patriarchal paradigm. The old trance is ending, and love is rising to take its place. The goddess is calling you to actively listen. Can you feel her presence riding on the waves of pure cosmic consciousness? Go, goddess! As we arrive at day 13, the final day in the Red Earth wave spell of evolution, through navigating our way through the signs, synchronicity, and earth magic, flowing and aligning with the rhythms and cycles of Nova Gaia. We commenced this Red Earth wave spell on day 1, seeking to attract all that we required to connect with Mother Gaia through listening to her signs and synchronicity. On day 13, we evolved to realize that through our feminine goddess consciousness, we become one with Gaia's rhythms and cycles. As we merge with our planetary body through love, honor, and respect, we become one with the greater cosmos and all that is. Today, as we close this 13-day journey with Kaban, we have evolved to just hold the pure presence of Red Earth, becoming more fluid and hypersensitive to the cosmic cycles of our planet, becoming one with our Earth Mother, blending into her consciousness as she absorbs us into her being, as we all ascend together as one body. Tone of creation, cosmic is the last and final tone of creation, the highest octave. Tone 13 operates in the spiritual realm. 13 is the mystical number of the cosmic order, the goddess and synchronic natural time. Cosmic action transcends, power endures, essence presence. Today you have incredible spiritual power at your disposal to transcend all those old patterns, releasing the limited conditioning where the world and all its trappings dissolve into the cosmic mists. We can transform them by our pure presence, translating into pure bliss. We have arrived, add some, I am here. This is the stage of having transcended the physical, emotional, and mental realms and arriving at cosmic consciousness. Today we can be still and connect to the essence of our greatest magic, the frequency of pure internal presence through the cosmic goddess. So, beloveds, a divine goddess day of transcendent being, expanding our cosmic antenna into the higher realms of the stars and other dimensions of the earth. Enjoy just being today. Today's question is, how can I allow the heart of the goddess to flow through my being as I expand into cosmic consciousness through my pure presence? And so we bid adieu to Kaban, the beautiful, flowing, and synchronistic Red Earth, who guided our evolutionary journey over the last 13 days. Kaban provided the powerful GPS needed to show us where our collective destiny is leading us, particularly with the shift of the moon's nodal axis into Aries Libra, guiding our collective destiny over the next 18 months. New territory indeed, empowering our planetary rainbow warriors and their collective mission. Of course, all roads lead us back home to love, for why else do we incarnate in a body but to experience love in all its forms? Tomorrow we commence a brand new wave spell packed with the beautiful awakening of our precious hearts. Ok, the loyal white dog is our trusted guide, and so our journey through the dream spell continues as we flow into a new galactic year. Divine blessings for allowing the goddess power to flow through your transcendent beingness. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 169, Red Cosmic Moon. The mantra, the code for today is, I endure in order to purify, transcending flow. I seal the process of universal water. With a cosmic tone of presence, I am guided by the power of space. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you could either make a monthly pledge or a one-time donation to the links at eaglelovecondor.com. And to our rainbow tribes out there, please join my queen and I. We are now offering a weekly guided meditation, teaching, or training on Patreon and YouTube memberships. The latest guided meditation is from my sacred Condor, The Journey to the Cave of Infinite Abundance. You can join us there on whitegoldeagle.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful New Earth codes from Divine Sister of the Light, Raylene Brady. Bearing witness removes hex speak, not on my watch. It's not all Greek to me, from only hearing to profound, sacred listening. In this way, the source code is rekindling, from hexagram inversion to an organic hexagonal state, no longer waiting to be told our preconditioned fate, divine mind dissolving hive mind antics, foregoing doing within the industrious participation of wage-slave hijinks, abstain, refrain, untamed, natural being without doing, so that everything is done. Emancipation awaits, beyond tomfoolery dictates. Make the call. Are we ready to forego the promise of urban sprawl on all that befalls? Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, sacred, and powerful weekend as our local Solaris tomorrow moves into the powerful, fiery, courageous sign of Leo, as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into the new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. 37 into the 73 coming in, heaven upon earth. Namaste.